subscribe to the channel right now, youtube.com/JFreshOfficial.
You've seen a lot in the UK music industry. It's still been called urban, which I'm not really happy about as a naming, but I'm not really sure what way we push together R&B, hip-hop, touch of UK bashment, funky, grime, dubstep. You've seen so many changes in the whole industry that you touched on a little bit earlier. What do you think have been the key changes? You mentioned about the role of digital music and how that's just affected everything.
Do you know what it is? Ultimately, the music can be accessed in a completely different way. I mean, people can go online and you can download music. People want the music instantly. It's a bit like fast food, you know. It's like you want it now, and you want it quickly. And it it doesn't necessarily, the body of work like an album used to be of 12, 13 songs. And these songs, you want to sit down, look at the inlay and the cover, and actually listen to these songs. It's different now. Kids now just want, give me a hit, and if you're giving me 10 hits, then I'll buy 10 tracks off your album. If you're not, I'll take 2 and I'll take a couple off Jay-Z and I'll take 2 from Kings of Leon and I'll just keep it moving. So in terms of musically, the way in which you can receive music has changed, which I think is a good thing in some respects, because it means quality songs are really being seen now.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, it kind of means that allowing songs that aren't necessarily always commercially viable means that they kind of have slowly kind of pulled back, and it means that you have to, those songs sometimes get like slightly overlooked because they're on a record that it's just got hits that you need to kind of hear them, as opposed to actually hearing songs that maybe just a bit darker. So it's different from that point of view, but it's a never-changing industry. You have to keep with it, you know?
Exactly. I mean, from my role as a DJ, from way back, still piles of vinyl back in the house that they're not going anywhere. I mean, it seems to me the MTV Generation type of angle that people have lost the patience now. Like you said, they want the tune and they want it now. They're not going to buy an album necessarily. They're not really that interested in the third or fourth remix, which is a DJ. And from where you cut your teeth, that was an important role, man. There were these undiscovered remixes, these undiscovered artists, and you were like, wow, this is a hot joint, I've really got to drop it now. And I think, sadly, that has kind of been lost.
Yeah, you know, and also, I mean, radio is you find now, the specialist shows, I think, are still pushing the forefront of what's really going on, not just in the clubs, but just what people are really listening to. And because there's a lot of the playlists that now you find with a lot of the commercial stations are kind of very high rotation, getting on the PlayStation or playlist, either or. You can be on the PlayStation at home chilling out, or you can be on a playlist. But if you're on a playlist trying to push your music through, the rotation of artists, it's very dictated to by what a program director wants to play right now. So there's a lot of music that does get overlooked. I mean, China Temple wasn't actually getting played on commercial radio stations until he was actually having a #1 hit.
Exactly.
I mean, it's crazy to think, you know what, there was such a hype and buzz about it, but it was radio was holding back. And I've been part of that, the culture, I guess, with rewinds, which is an exception to the rule, because people ended up requesting that song so much on commercial radio stations saying, we want rewind, and it wasn't playlisted. They actually got playlisted by itself without a radio plugger going in and saying, can you play this record? That, for me, was the way music, when the power of the people can get a song onto radio. That's serious.
My girlfriend is a big fan of you and your music, so she threw some questions at me recently, the most important one being that there's always so many rumours about where the concept for your 7 Days, your classic record, came from. Because Fire AJ, we're based here in Bournemouth, we're always hearing rumours about how it was based on a girl that you met here in Bournemouth. So for once and for all, can you confirm or deny this and set the record straight?
Do you know what? If it feels, you know, I'll roll with that. Let's keep it Bournemouth, keep it South Coast. I'm cool with that.
You're playing the game, man. You're playing the game.
I'm fine with that. Bournemouth all the way. You know, to be honest, Bournemouth is close to my heart. I mean, like a South Coast boy, you know. So, to be honest, if it's a South Coast girl, which obviously it was a girl from Bournemouth, it's all good. Bournemouth done.